Hello and welcome to another episode of Practical IT. In today's episode we're going to install NextCloud 14 on a fresh Ubuntu Linux server virtual machine. The way I've set this up, it should go along with exactly the way you would install it on real hardware. So if you've got an old PC and you've installed a clean version of Ubuntu Linux 18.04 LTS and done the updates, you are at the exact same spot that I am starting from. Let's get going on the install process. Make this a little larger so you can see it. As you can see, I am connected. Welcome to Ubuntu 18.04.1 LTS. Clear my screen. Just a tip for everybody out there. You don't have to type clear to clear your screen. If you enter the sequence Control L, it will clear your screen and save you keystrokes. The first thing we need to do to get our new NextCloud installed is start off with updates. So sudo apt update. This should be completed already, but for the sake of being complete, I will go ahead and run it again. All packages are up to date. We're going to install the MariaDB server. And I'm going to add -y, and this will automatically accept it and let this run. Alright, the installation is complete. Let's check the status. Sudo system control status MariaDB, and it does come up as active and running. Type Q to get out of that and check the version. MySQL -cap v, and we're on MySQL version 15.1, distribution 10.1.34 of MariaDB. And we'll clear our screen one more time. So now we're going to actually go into MariaDB. And we're going to create the database. Alright, so we've created the database. We need to grant privileges. As you can see, I'm using an insecure password because this is a demo video. Please use something strong that not everybody's going to see when you do this. Alright, so we've done the database creation part. Now we're going to install PHP and Apache. Add the repository, enter to continue. It'll do its thing here. Clear screen. And here we go. Yes. Okay, we've got our prereqs installed. Now we're going to set up the firewall. And that's all there was to that. Download NextCloud. We'll go to the temp directory first and use wget to fetch it. Wait just a couple of moments for this to download. All right, let's clear our screen one more time. And we'll do tar xf to extract it. All right. And we need to move it into the proper directory. Let's list our contents of the directory first. And we've got the NextCloud directory. So we're going to say sudo move temp NextCloud to var /dub. And then we've got to change ownership of that directory. And we get to do some Apache configuration. That looks better. And we will exit and save. And then we need to enable some configuration files. That takes care of that. Now we get to go to the web browser and actually do the install of NextCloud. Let's bring over a web browser window. And we're going to go to 172.16.74.144 NextCloud. And this is a good sign. Okay, so the admin, this should be the password we entered in the Apache configuration. Okay, so hold that thought. Oh. And we need to do the database user down here. That should be better. Admin account, password to create that account, and the user specified in the database config without at localhost, and database password, database name. All right. We have a safe home for all of our data. Let's resize that. And we'll do next. And it gives us our little walkthrough. Gives you links for the apps for the mobile and desktop. One of the few pieces of software out there, albeit growing slowly, but one of the few pieces of software out there that supports all major operating systems. Linux, OS X. Actually, according to Apple, this should be called Mac OS. Lowercase Mac, uppercase OS, but won't quibble over small things. Android, iOS, connect your calendar, contacts, access files via WebDAV, extend your cloud, more information, start using NextCloud. If we come to the cog, we can go to users, add a user, and we'll go ahead and make my user an admin, and we'll save the user. Okay, that times out fairly quick. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to add a user. We go to files. We get very similar look to what we've seen in previous versions of NextCloud. Photos. Settings. A WebDAV address, tags, you can add tags, activity, no activity yet, gallery. We come back over here. We can add apps. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that's already enabled. And let's see what is not enabled. Auditing and logging is not on by default. Default encryption module not on by default. External storage support. If you had a physical machine and you wanted to hook an external hard drive to it, that or use thumb drives or whatnot, that would be helpful to you. External user support, LDAP user and group backend. That might be interesting to play with later. If we look at files, there's a number of things in here that we could enable, download and enable, ransomware detection even, SharePoint backend. So you can actually use NextCloud as the front end to SharePoint, which I'm not a SharePoint fan, but that's kind of a cool idea. There are even a couple of games in here, integrations, monitoring, quotas, admin notifications. Good stuff. Security, brute force settings, restrict login to IP addresses, two-factor authentication, TOTP and U2F, and two-factor gateway. Pretty cool there. If you wanted to use a YubiKey, I'm sure that would be trivial to set up. Social and communication tools, and yeah, this is pretty slick. I like the slightly changed color scheme. And if we go to about, runs us through that same piece again. Help. NextCloud 14 user manual. Very nice. No notifications. Contacts. Very nice. I have a couple of ideas what I am hoping to use NextCloud for. I'm going to be doing some proof of concept work over the next couple of weeks, and maybe by November I will be able to issue an update on what in fact I have used this for. Installation is not that difficult. From what I've seen, they have not yet got the official Snap and Snap package updated yet. If we go to their main website and download, if you do download, look at appliances and Snap package, come over here, and this is still at version 13. Right now, if you want to play with NextCloud 14, either find a pre-built appliance or go through the install like we just did not that difficult. I will link below to the install walkthrough that I used for the installation, and hopefully you will find that useful. On that note, this is Jeremy signing off for Practical IT. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.